students, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today in this video, we are going to discuss a topic that is under your first unit, that is teaching aptitude. This is called as the 3 phases of teaching. Now we have till now understood that what is teaching, what are the various principles, nature of teaching. But of course, the teaching never is an activity that only happens in the classroom. There are different activities that the teacher has to do before she enters the classroom also. And the job never ends here. There are activities that she has to do after the teaching process also. So there are 3 phases that are there in teaching. Teaching, as we all know, is a very interactive activity. How is it an interactive activity? Because there is always a teacher and a learner who are interacting with one another. So we call it as an interactive activity. It is also a dynamic process. How? Dynamic process because it keeps on changing according to the scenarios that you are in. So teaching is an interactive process as well as a dynamic process. And a number of activities are done so that the teacher is able to take a class that is brilliant, so that a child is able to understand the concepts also. So a TL process, that is a teaching learning process, is effective when the teacher knows that the student has understood the things and when the helping and the key behaviors are used by the teacher. Also, when the structuring of the class is in the most beautiful manner and it is structured nicely. So there are a lot of activities that are there before coming to the class, while taking the class, and after the class is completed. So in this video, we are going to discuss these 3 phases. The first phase is the pre-active phase. Then comes the interactive phase, and then is the post-active phase. I am coming here and talking about the 3 phases. Before coming, I had to make my own slides. Look at the topics that are frequently asked in the paper. So this means I was someone who was looking for my objective, for my subject that I have to teach, also ways in which I will teach. I prepare the slides as well, methods to be used. These are the activities that are done in the pre-active phase. When I am interacting in the class, when I'm teaching you, when I'm making the video, it becomes the interactive phase where you are talking to the students. While after the topic has been already taught, the teacher sometimes evaluate the students. If the things are not understood by the students, she will do what? She will teach them again. This is called as reteaching. Till the time the student is not cleared with the concept, the teacher has to teach the topic again and again. This is called as the reteaching, and it is only done when evaluation happens. Evaluation is not only useful for the student but for the teacher also. How? Because the teacher can improve herself after the evaluation. Some topic is not clear to my students. I understood that, I try to explain it, but it is not clear. Maybe the method I am using is not clear. So I will implement, I will change the way in which I am teaching the students. That is also a role of evaluation. Let us look at the different phases. The pre-active phase. This phase includes all the activities in which the teacher is performing these activities that are there before the teacher is coming to the classroom. Before she comes to the classroom or before the classroom teaching starts, these are the activities that she will do. She'll formulate and have a good instructional objective prepared. She will make decisions about the subject matter. She will arrange her ideas and the styles of teaching. She will look at the strategies of teaching also, so that the concepts are duly clear to the students. She will also look at the strength of the class. She will try to understand the different ways in which she can teach. She can look at the different strategies, like a teacher-centered approach is needed or a student-centered approach is needed. These are the things that the teacher can do. Then comes the action mode. The action mode, which is the lengthiest of the phase, because here the teacher is interacting with the students. The teacher provides the pupils the verbal simulations. Probing is done. The teacher is teaching you. All the helping and the key behaviors are going to work in this phase only. The teacher will make explanations, ask you questions, listen to the student responses, provides a lot of guidance to the students. Hence, it is called as an interactive phase. Both teacher and a student are going to talk. Hence, it is the lengthiest of the phase. According to a lot of theories, a teacher actually changes the course of teaching thousands of times in one class, because of course, according to the students, according to their responses, she's going to conduct the class in that manner only. Probing bhi hoga, she's going to change the ways in which she is teaching. Then it is a face-to-face interaction. Here the teacher and the student are interacting. This is the phase called as the active phase. Then what are the operation? She'll size up, she'll look at the size of the class, she'll combine the students together and can teach one topic. She can divide the students to teach a topic. Different methods can be used in the class. She can diagnose the learners there properly. She will look at the verbal and the non-verbal aspects also. Then the treatment of the given learners is also done in this phase called as the active phase. Then is the post-active phase. In this phase, evaluation is done. It's a kind of a follow-up that is done after the teaching. The teaching is done. The pre-active and the interactive phases are over. Now the teacher will take a follow-up. Was the topic clear? If not, what will she do? She will reteach it. It is a kind of evaluation. What are the kinds of evaluation she can use? It can be formative, summative. It can be various kinds of tests she can take. She can ask random questions to anyone to see is the topic clear or not. If not, she will reteach it, because the teaching never ends till the time the child is clear with the topic. She has to determine the exact dimensions. She thinks that the topic is clear. What if it is not? After asking a lot of questions and taking follow-up, she understood that the students were only nodding their heads, but the topic was not clear to them. So, jo bhi objective, whatever the objective that the teacher has already decided before teaching, it is only complete when the student is clear with the topic. Then she has to use appropriate devices and techniques to take follow-up. Also, changing the teaching strategies happens. So evaluation, as I was telling, is not only useful for the students. If it is a formative evaluation, the student is, you diagnose the students and tell that yes, there are some mistakes that you can improve. So this means that the students can improve themselves. But if the topic is not clear, despite of explaining it a lot of time, the teacher also sometimes changes her strategies. So this also happens in the phase which is called as the post-active phase. So these are the three phases that are there. In any teaching process, these three phases always happen and they are important as well. The pre-active, the interactive and the post-active phase, right? So I hope the topic is clear. If not, you can ask various questions in the comment section. We'll surely reply to you. Thank you so much for attending.